it's a thing. It's a thing about having anxiety. I hate being late. If I say 6 o'clock, then I like to be 6 o'clock. You know what I mean? So from Redchurch Breweries Starter Pack, 20 quid. You have the code TRY and 10 beers, 1 glass, 20 quid. And this is the Great Eastern IPA. So we'll give it a pour and then we'll talk about it. Well, I would if I can find something. Good evening. Bit late, I do apologise. Blame the wife. Good evening. Yeah, delivering cakes. I love delivering cakes. And then you get stuck behind a taxi driver who drives who swings in front of you and then goes slow. Yeah, there's some good beers in that box. And the price, let's be fair, 20, bonjour. Are you getting lag? No, I'm not getting no lag this end. And usually I can see the lag, you know, as I'm talking. Good evening. Hey, cracking day. Really cracking. Apart from being dragged out by the wife, but hey, you know, that's women for you. Good evening. So this is the Great Eastern IPA, a 7.4%, I'm glad I chose it, IPA. And it does say, forget me, good evening. And good evening again. I've had to run down the shed, half an hour. Oh, the weather's been fantastic. You know, for this time of the year, especially after that crappy weather. Is it out of sync? Yeah. Let me knock off the Wi-Fi. Right, 1 minute. No, Wi-Fi's knocked off. Oh. Right, obviously a YouTube issue then. No. First review, I was half an hour late. The wife, I've been delivering... Oh, right, it's been lovely where I am, in Nottingham. Or shall I say on the outskirts. So, yeah, first review. Half an hour, 35 minutes late. Yes. So it says here, a true West Coast IPA. Good evening. American hops give a strong orange and citrus fruit flavour, coupled with a balanced bitterness. Yeah, it's supposed to be nice. I need a beer. Hints of grapefruit complete the taste sensation. 7.4%. Good evening. Yeah, it's so warm. Although the wind, Jesus Christ, it's been a bit windy, mind you. In Nottingham anyway, this part of the country. So lovely, I would say amber pour, although sometimes these glasses. Are you drinking it, are you? Oh, bless you. Good evening, Mr. Bullman. How do? Obviously, I can't say it the way you say it. Good evening. Whoa, this is a twangy little offering. It is strong, yeah. It don't help drinking it when you're already half canned. And it absolutely walloped me. But an hour later, I was fine. I thought it was okay, yeah. It was a good, strong beer. Very similar to Peroni Doppio Molto. If you ever try that. Wow, that's twangy. Bitter. Did say orange, didn't it? Yeah. Very twangy. Good bitterness to it. Oh, you know you're drinking this, fella. And this is the thing is, with all beers, if you're used to drinking those beers, they aren't going to affect you as much as it is when it's the first time. We'll go and get me, let me get my glasses. What shall I say? 2 Carpacos and some Heinekens. 8 cans of Stella. Bless you. No. Hold on. No. Just says hops. Doesn't actually say what hops. No, that's... And funny, these days, they're pretty decent with telling you what's on these days. Yeah. I've been sent a magnifying glass, but I think it's more the light in here than the actual... Because when I'm outside, I can see perfectly. I think it's just the light in here. I'll have to get... I'll have a play around, yeah, with lights, that is. And rig some lights up. No beer for Lent. I've actually got some tankards. Yeah. When I do the beer wall, which I've got to get the hot tub room done first, but this weekend I'm doing the beer wall. I've already got the wood, or most of it, and I'm going to build the extension for all the glasses to go on. Probably because I'm pissed. I've just been to Marks and well, we had to go to Own Bargains because the wife wanted something. Picked a couple of new beers up from in there. Then went to Morrison's and good evening, and picked up some beers for a chat in 2 weeks' time. Not this week, the next week. I'm doing a live, scary, collab with Dean's Beer Reviews a week on Sunday. It's got some whack of a taste to it. That's sure for that. You really do get that strength. That maltiness really bites you. And obviously the sweetness as well. Gets you in the mood for spring, this weather does. You know, drinking outside. Let's hope the 12th of... I've already said to the wife, on the 12th of April, we're going for an outdoor meal and beer. And I says I'm going to do a review. And she says, no, you're not. Not with me, you're not. So, I'll slyly do a review. Talk sly to the camera. Lovely, orangey, citrusy, good twang to it. Bitter. Yeah, most of the strong beers are sippers, aren't they, really? Oh, can't get too pissed tonight. I've got loads of internet work to do, so I need to catch up. It's the only problem doing reviews. You have to do all the Facebook, you have to edit the YouTube, put it on Twitter. I'll do Untapped, but there's just too much. Good evening, Young. Oh, I'll take that all day long. And it was a very nice gesture too. Very nice gesture. Yeah, I know. I do apologise to everybody. Wife's fault. And then we got stuck behind this taxi who took the mick. He swung in front of me and then went at 20 miles an hour. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to edit all my playlists to make sure that I remember what I've actually reviewed. I bet he's in the pub, supping down some nice draft beer. Oh, bless you. Although I can't fault him. Thank you. No, I'm trying to be good tonight. So you all use Untapped just to remind you of what you've drank. No, I don't own any of those draft machines of any description. No, all I've got is my own brew buckets and bottles. I've got a barrel, obviously, plastic barrels, but yeah, I don't use any. Yeah, I couldn't justify buying one, really, because I don't drink enough of one particular brand to make it worthwhile. No beer tonight, bless you. Hey, I need a beer. You got to have a beer. Oh, it's, yeah, well, the beer is, yeah. I don't know if you'd want to touch me wines. The wines, yeah. So the pear wine didn't turn out great. I'm going to bottle a load up and give it to a mate. I'd give him the barrel, but I want my barrel back. Oh, yeah. Well, I've just come home tonight. We had a new central heating fitting system. Good evening. We had a new central heating fittings. Fucking hell. A new central heating system fitted last week, and one of these combi boilers. Fucking thing's gone out, hasn't it? Can't get it to work. It's got some mechanical thing, you know, the spanner on it. So we've got no hot water, no heating. Good evening. Let's ring that bell. Oh, get the sheath off. Sometimes, you know, in the mornings I wake up. Cheers. And I think to myself, that's it. I need to have a quiet night tonight. And then you're at work all day, And once you got past that first hour and you're grafting, good evening. Big day soon, Saturday. Whoa. I wonder if that's what's happened last night. The pilot light's gone out. You know, with all this wind. I need to look at the instructions. Although the instructions are so dinkum. I might actually use that magnifying glass to read them because they are absolutely dinkum. Yes, for those that don't know, Scott and Wanda are doing a 12-hour charity special for Great Ormond Street on Saturday. Their daughter needs a heart transplant. So obviously doing it for Great Ormond Street. And, you know, it's a great thing. And hopefully on Saturday, loads will donate and coming together as a big community, not just the beer community, entertainment community. And, you know, it's a great thing. And I'm sober enough to say it without slurring. Lancaster Red, I've drank that before. Saltaire Porter, yes. I couldn't drink for 12 hours. I'd never last. Although I have done before. But... So... No. The odd one in between, yeah, that's fair play. But not 12 hours of drinking. Come the end of the night, you won't remember what you've said. Good evening. Ooh, that's nice. Wow. Yeah. So, for those that have come late, reviewing Great Eastern IPA from Redchurch Brewery out of that starter pack. And for those that haven't got it, 10 beers for 20 quid with a glass. I've had lots of bad hangovers. Yeah, 3 or 4 in the last week. I need to come off the spirits. I'm not gonna buy a single spirit for months just to stop it. I had wine last night, woke up much better. Although red wine does affect you in a different way. And yeah, 20 quid, 10 bottles and a glass. You can't fault it for the price. And if you're clever, you can get it for 15. But there is a way. 12 hours of being flipping it. My wife would kill me. Yeah, I do wonder what's happened to it. We'll have to phone out the engineer to come out and have a look. Unless we try and work it out ourselves. Usually with these things, you've got a button that you can press to bring the bright light back on. And God knows what. I mean, luckily it's not cold. 2 weeks ago, Now I'm going to do a local one after this, and then I'm going to do a craft beer, you know, out of a can. I'll do the Polish ones, 2 or 3, you know, separate, because I've got so many different beers. I like to separate them. There's a thing where you press reset. I pressed it, did bugger all, so God knows. Yeah, I would have thought it would have come back on its own. I want anybody like anyone putting fingers at my arse. I might try that when we go up the house. Yeah, red wines. You know, the tannins from red wines help you when it's cold. I will try and press an old, definitely. Oh, shoot. Yeah. I tend to think with all these glasses, do not wash them in the dishwasher. Wash them with a bit of cold water. Oh, you've worked in the bar. The head brewer. Okay, now I think one was enough. Carpackle, that is. Yeah. But like anything, when you've drank it, I mean, I can drink my Imperial Stout like water now. Say good evening. Good to see you. Great review the other day as well with Dean. Really good review. Enjoyed the chat as well. Wow. Yeah, I'll have a play around with the boiler, that is. That's daft, isn't it? Cheaper for 3/3. That's what we used to drink down the trip to Jerusalem in Nottingham, below the castle. Go in there and have 3/3 and get steaming. And then go over to the Salutation Inn on the Maid Marian Way and get steaming again. I'm only really doing them for the review cred. You know, it's not something that I'm a massive fan of, but just to get the review out, just to taste, like Carlsberg Special Brew and Tennant's, never tasted them, and all the Polish stuff. So for me, it's interesting. And obviously, with the beer hall that came earlier, that the rum and ginger stout. Wow. No, I've not seen. No. Sometimes I'm that busy at work, I don't really take much notice of the, what's going off. And the Imperial Butterscotch as well. Oh dear. That's amazing, that is. So yeah, good twangy little beer from Redchurch. For those that just come for reviews and not chat. Very much on the initial drink, orange is definitely citrus elements, really twangy, good bitterness, very easy drinking beer, and it's 7.4%, so I don't mind the strength. Hits the spot for me. Oh, and I do like a themed glass. I'm trying not to break any more glasses, but you never know. You can't win them all with glasses, can you? I've learnt by not putting them in the flipping dishwasher and actually washing them myself next to the beer room so that I know that I'm the only one touching them. Oh, that does sound nice, doesn't it? Yeah, nice 7.4% to start the night off. I mean, I would have had one at 4 o'clock, but my daughter had to go to the hospital. She's pregnant. She's about three weeks away. And she's had issues, and she's had to go on the monitor for the baby to make sure everything's okay. So we were late there, and then we had to drop the cake off, and then the wife wants to go shops, and I'm like, come on, hey, commitments. And with somebody with anxiety, when I say I'm going to be there, I like to be there on time. I've never been late for work in my life. Yeah, for the second time, yeah. Another grandson rather. So it would have been nice for her to have a girl, but the main thing is, yeah, the commitments. Great film. The great thing is, yeah, she wanted the girl as well. She was gutted. I mean, the great thing is, the main thing is that the baby's well, no issues, because like with all of us, you bring babies into the world, you want them to be as healthy and no issues. So that's the main thing, above all anything else, but above the sexuality of a baby at least. So I'm going to kill this review, just quickly do the end bit, and then back with another. And yeah, I don't blame you. My grandson now, he's just coming to the stage where he's starting to talk properly. Obviously, with little kids these days, if they're not meeting with other kids bring them on socially and verbally. See you later. I'm here for another 40 minutes anyway, ish. You never know. So yeah, I thought it was a nice beer from these fellas. And I would say about a 4.3, yeah. That's bad that you know how much I'm going to say. Yeah, it was always going to be about a 4.3. Nice tasting beer. It's funny how some beers, you've got a figure in your mind straight away. Oh, I've just been to Morrison's, by the way, and not this week because it's them two this week, the Yorkshire ones, and but I've bought 3, and I'm doing right. I like the name on the glass. I've done, not this weekend, a week on Saturday. I've got 3 beers. Yeah, it's not bad for. Although they are chuckle man in the bin. I'm doing 3 beers, so I'm doing a battle of the dark beers. King Goblin, Adnam's Broadside. Do you know, I can't even remember what Old Dolby tastes like. I've drank that many beers. Adnam's Broadside, King Goblin, and Guinness West Indies Porter. Battle of the Dark Beers. 3 of them. So that'll be interesting. There'll be some people quaffled on that. So yeah, 4.3 out of 5. Really good twang at the end. And a nice, enjoyable beer. And that's it for this beer review. Thank you everyone for watching, commenting, subscribing and liking. And great to see everybody as well, as always. And back in about 2 minutes with another beer review. Cheers. Try not to break any glasses at the same time. Cheers.